We are in Fort Greene.
Okay.
This is BAM.
We're in Fort
Brooklyn
Greene.
Academy of Music.
The Brooklyn Academy of Music. To my right, your left. My guest today is a decorated swimmer,
Decorated.
comedian,
Covered in decorations.
and a podcaster. It's Laura Sogar.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thanks for doing it. We're walking and we're talking in Fort Greene. I don't spend a lot of time in this area, only when I'm going to the Barclays Center or
Oh, well, let me take you to Fort Greene Park. We're going to rock your
yeah,
fucking
really?
world.
Is it cool? Is it far?
Oh, it's cool. Let's go this way.
Okay. It's like this
We're
is
going to cross a lot of traffic.
it is dusk. Why is this guy telling this car to go?
Because it's Fort Greene. No
All
one
right.
has to, there's no rules.
There's no rules here. The
No,
guy was
drive
like,
anywhere.
The guy was like telling the car to go, but like people are still walking. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
you don't speak for everyone, dude. We're okay. This is nice. This is nice. So you swam like professionally?
Correct.
Is that it's a profession? Was it a profession?
It was a profession, not a very lucrative profession. So, but yes, I did make a certain amount of money. I was on the U.S.
Wow.
national team.
That's incredible.
Thank you, thank you.
I love when swimmers are about to swim and then they like do that thing with their muscles. Where
Oh
they,
yeah,
like,
dude. When I first started doing comedy, I kept doing that before my sets.
I was gonna ask you that exact
Yes.
same thing. Like, what replaces that when you do comedy? But it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Oh.
Beforehand, I was like doing, because it's just you're getting used to a performance,
Yeah,
right?
of
So I
course.
would be like stretching beforehand and looking crazy.
Yeah, everyone was talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you look nuts.
That's why you brought me here today, to address it.
Yeah, you gotta stop that.
Like, that was embarrassing for you.
No, okay, but what? Tell me, as a swimmer, what does that do?
Well, for swimming, you obviously want to activate all your muscles and make sure that the blood is flowing correctly.
Ah, okay.
Your nervous system is all like hyped up and ready to perform at its best.
Uh-huh.
For comedy, it does nothing.
Okay. Well, it probably
Nothing.
it probably settles your nerves, right?
Well, of course.
There's probably a little bit of that going on.
After a while, once you're used to doing something so frequently before you perform, it's like just like little habits that help put you in the right mindset.
I wonder if I have any habits like that. Oh, I do. You know what I used to do, or I
What?
still do? When I get nervous, I tie my shoes a bunch.
Oh, that's weird because you only need to do that once. Do you untie them too?
Oh, I untie them, I tie
tie 'em
them
and
again.
untie 'em.
Can't have loose shoes when you're on stage. And
true.
I would, like, even in school, I remember in high school, telling like a story to my drama class. And then they were like, you tied your shoes 6 times. I was like, oh, I'm nervous. That's a weird thing though, but I don't know if it helps or if it's just something for my, like, innocuous thing for my hands to do.
You won't trip, so that's
true.
helpful.
Well, I might trip over my feet though. I think I could probably fit. I have kind of small feet for my height. I'm
Do
6
you?
feet
What-
tall. You think, oh, maybe 13s, 12s, 11s?
What do you?
I'm rocking a 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
We probably wear the same because it's about a size difference between, and I wear an 11, women's.
I have a small
We
dick.
could share.
Drill.
We could share shoes.
We could. I can almost fit into my wife's shoes.
Really?
Yeah. And she's
She's pretty tall, right?
5'4",
Okay. No.
so
not at
she's
all.
not very tall. But she
Wait,
like
what the hell?
I know it's opposite. Like she has big feet and she's a tiny person, and I have tiny feet and I'm a taller person.
Well, that's a beautiful combination right there. Between you, you're both mediums.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Your kids are going to be just down the middle.
You're with the U.S. national swim team. Mm-hmm. And like, do you get like endorsement deals? You do like
Yeah.
a Got Milk commercial? Like, what's the?
It's kind of
Well, how does that work?
similar to comedy in some ways, in the sense of like it's kind of a hodgepodge of income streams.
Uh-huh.
So I was on the national team, which depending on how high you rank in the world, you get to be on the, my God, I'm forgetting what the program's called, but basically you get a stipend
Okay.
from the USA Swimming. And that, it's not very much, don't get me wrong.
Like
but
a daily stipend? Weekly?
No,
We're talking.
like a monthly stipend, and it's to help cover training costs and living expenses
Okay.
as you focus. Because like the goal is, because they want like their top athletes to focus on training and you
Yeah.
know, not have to worry about funding the whole
Right.
thing. Now, beyond that, you can, so I did that, I qualified for that, which was helpful.
But what is their goal? Their goal is thinking you're going to be in the Olympics?
Yeah, their goal is
Whoa.
medals.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you had to be like top 16 in the world to qualify for this.
Whoa.
So it's not like they're not.
You're
handing
one
it
of
out like-
16?
I was very good.
Wow.
Yeah, for a while.
That's great.
But it's tough because you have to requalify obviously every year, and you know some years you're gonna have on, some years you're gonna have off.
Right.
So I had that. I didn't always qualify for that. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, but that's still
But, yes.
very impressive.
And then that'll be like for a year cycle.
Okay.
And then I had various sponsorship deals. So I was with
Really?
I was with a swimwear company. It was a swimsuit model, but like not a good swimsuit. It's like the ones that go to your knees, and then make you look like a dude.
That's awesome.
But yay, swimwear.
That's great. That's cool. Is this
And
Fort Greene Park right here?
This is Fort Greene Park. We're there, baby.
I've never been in here before.
Oh,
Do you go in here and you like walk around?
Daily.
Oh, I love it.
Adore it.
So was it competitive being in this swim? Because like swimming is an individual sport. Oh, was it? Individual? Do you do like relays?
I did relays too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But like obviously competitive amongst like people within your event to qualify for the various things.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was nuts. What's crazy about swimming versus comedy is obviously extremely competitive in its own way, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, you want to get spots. There's only so many spots on a certain club show you might want to be on.
Yeah.
But in swimming, once every 4 years, only 2 of you get to do the thing that you want to do.
There's only 2 spots in the Olympic team?
For every country, yeah.
Wow.
Right. So 1 year.
Which way are we going?
Right.
To the right. Okay. That's incredible.
So, for instance, I got 4th place one of the years at trials.
Wow.
So close.
Oh, so close.
So close. And then the next time, I was seated first, like ranked first going in, got 15th. Yikes! Retired right after that.
Did you really?
Yeah. Last swim.
Did they tell you hey, Lauren, it's time to?
No, I mean, again, it's like an individual thing. If you want to keep going, you can keep going, but you just you got to piece it together however you want.
Is there like a prime age someone's like the best at swimming? You know, like you see like.
For men, probably mid-20s to even late 20s.
Okay.
Because they get pretty strong, like larger.
Yeah.
Men grow slow. Y'all are take a while.
I think my feet are still growing.
That's probably true.
I would like to think so.
For women, it can be, I would say, between like 17 to 23.
Wow,
so.
That's very young. So how old were you when you hung up the towel? When you retired?
I was 25.
Wow.
Which I was old.
That was old to, well, that's not very old.
It's not very old.
But it's old for swimming, if you said 17 to 23.
Exactly.
So how do you make the transition into comedy? That's just such those are 2 different worlds.
Yeah, I did improv.
Oh.
When I was the very tail end of my swimming. I always loved stand-up.
Yeah.
And I just didn't really know how to do it.
I could see you as a really good improviser. Because
fun.
I've been on shows with you where you host sometimes, like a couple years ago, like you would host some shows I was on. And you were always like a great host.
Well, thank you.
Like going with the audience and everything. And I'm not trying to like blow smoke, but I'm like, I could see where.
Blow smoke.
Keep
it coming. Keep it coming.
I could see where
perfect.
like an improvisational background could come in handy.
Yeah, no, it was definitely useful for a lot of things in comedy and even just writing. I definitely noticed initially I would write more on stage than just because you kind of get in that like zone of like, oh, we're doing bits. We're doing bits.
Oh yeah.
But improv comedy, while I have a fondness for it in my heart, is not funny.
It's a good skill to have.
It's a really good skill to have. It's so fun, but like to watch a show, unless you are watching like the top 10% of improvisers and all of them together, it's not like one good improviser on a team of terrible improvisers sucks.
Brings down
it's still
the
a
whole
really bad
team,
situation.
wrecks everything. You
so
know, when
I hated that, and then I was like, what if I did stand up? Then moved to New York and then started stand up.
Where'd you move from?
Texas. I swam at UT in Austin.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I lived there for like 7 years.
Wait, what is UT? University of Texas, Austin?
Yes.
Isn't that where they have the big tower?
Hook 'em horns. Yeah, we got a tower.
Is that where that first?
The shooting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the documentary
Hook 'em horns, baby.
Oh, I watched the documentary. It was like the first mass shooting.
I know. We're really, really innovators.
Sure are. No, I did a show at that school.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. It's a great school. I really enjoyed my time there. Had a lot of fun with the girls.
Yeah. Did you ever, since you were like funny and into comedy at the time, did you ever like do jokes or play pranks on your teammates?
All the time. All the time.
Did you have a go-to?
We would do a lot of pranks with like one of my really good friends, Skylar, and I would prank each other constantly, and the whole team just really enjoyed this process.
I love that.
I would routinely leave. One could call it bully each other, but like in fun.
Hazing? Is it like hazing?
Yeah, sort of.
Uh-huh.
I would take her equipment bag and leave it on the top of the 10-meter. Feel like, where'd it go?
Oh, on the diving board.
Yes.
A 10-meter diving board?
Yeah.
Did you ever do that?
No. I've jumped off of it once before.
Ooh.
But yeah, no, it's like pretty dangerous if you're not a diver.
No, that would be terrifying.
But even climbing up there is kind of its own thing. And then she put my goggles in Jell-O once. That was fun.
And she baked, like she not baked it, but
she made
like,
Jell-O and she put my equipment in the Jell-O.
That's just a waste of some good Jell-O, in
it
my
was
opinion.
well, I had had a little snack. I had a little taste as I was.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Getting that back out.
You eat out your goggles.
Yeah, so
sounded weird.
It was chaos.
That's fun. There's a lot of dogs in this park.
Oh yeah.
Do you like?
Do you like dogs?
Not a dog guy. I like. Well, I'm not. I've just never had them growing up.
You're not like scared of dogs.
No, I'm not. I used to
I was
be.
like, what if I brought you to like your worst fear?
I used to be scared of dogs.
Oh.
And, like, yeah.
But they're so cute.
No, they're very cute now.
I
but
like to come here before 9 a.m. is off leash showers. And off leash showers means the dogs can run off leash, and there's like so many of them here.
I thought you said awful showers.
Awful showers.
And I was like, awful showers.
No, well.
What the hell?
No.
Okay,
no,
so
no.
they're off leash hours.
Off leash hours, and this is a part of Brooklyn where people have very fancy dogs. So there's just like the fanciest, most stunning dogs sprinting around this park. I'm like a voyeur. I'm like a creepy old dude just coming here to like where all the dogs at.
I love it. Yeah, so you're a big dog person.
I like dogs. Don't want one because like you have to walk it.
Yeah.
I like walking myself.
Yeah, I hear that.
You know?
So and you also travel a lot. You're going out of town on the road for gigs and stuff.
Got a cat.
Yeah, cat. See, I have 2 cats.
Huge. They're
and
great.
It's even hard when I'm on the road with the cats.
Yeah, of course.
It's not good. I have a cat sitter that has to come twice a day because they're both like special needs and need medicine and everything.
That's so like my cat is so needy.
Oh.
And it is such a pain in the ass.
Such a pain in the ass.
But
you might
he
as well
doesn't
have
have
a
to
dog.
be walked. He doesn't have to be
Well,
walked. So
that's good.
huge.
That's good.
So,
But I was never much of a dog or cat person because my dad said he was always allergic to cats and dogs. So I never had any until.
You say said like he was lying?
Well, you never like that. I don't know.
This is good. We can just do a lap around here.
Oh, perfect.
For the remainder in the.
Okay. When Katie Hannigan and I did one, we literally just did. She took me to some park, and we went
lights are going on
we
and
just
off.
did the circumference of the park maybe like 20 times. It was fun though because there was no trees. No streets. There were trees.
Yeah, they don't have to wait for the stoplights or anything like that.
Oh no, none of that.
No.
But I
roaming.
don't mind that. But yeah, I don't know if he was lying or not. But we had weird pets. We had snakes, rabbits, scorpions, fish.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got like some weird stuff. I would go to the pet store without my parents to buy a pet, and we were stuck with it.
What's the stuff you got in the back?
Yeah.
What's the weirdest shit you got? Let's see it. Bring it up here.
Yes,
I'm buying.
Yeah.
We had a lot of weird animals too growing up.
Did you? Well, did you have
now
like?
As an adult, I only have a single cat. But growing up, we had peacocks, pheasants, chickens, horses,
Did
goats,
you live
llamas.
in a petting zoo? What are you talking
My
about?
parents went through a lot of phases.
Yeah.
One of them was rancher. It was like the rancher Sogars,
Okay.
in which we had all sorts of animals. At one point, they had 50 head of cow.
What?
Yeah, they're not farmers.
Wait, what does head of cow mean?
Like cows.
You had 50 cows.
We had 50 cows.
But is saying head of cow saying
I don't know,
the
it
number of
seemed
cows you have?
like head of like steer, you know.
But
It's a herd. It's a whole bunch of them.
So wait.
They were for meat. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so did you sell them for
Yeah.
meat or did? Oh, okay. So your parents
That's
went
when
to
my parents quit that part. They were like, well, that was not as fun as we thought it would be.
They went to an auction and they bought cows, 50 heads
They
of
got
cows.
small ones, like young, raised them, and then sold them.
Oh, I see. They raised them and they sold them when they were big and ready to be eaten.
Yep.
I see. Interesting.
Organic farming, buddy.
I didn't know that you lived on a farm.
I mean, I don't even think I really did. So that part actually specifically was in college, so I wasn't really there for all of it.
So you're like, that was just my parents. I had no part of this at all.
That part, that was a whole other thing.
Okay.
But we had a ranch when I was there, like as a child, and yeah, I had goats. I bottle-fed goats growing up.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was great.
I'm learning.
It was fun.
I did not know this about you.
It was great.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I know where my food comes from.
So then you start doing comedy.
Yes.
And you had an improv background, so you started doing stand-up. Do you remember the first joke you ever wrote? You think, was it about swimming, you think?
No, I still can't write jokes about swimming.
You can't?
I'm really trying. It's so hard. It's not funny to me.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, sure, but like there's got to be...
There definitely is. No,
no one's doing swimming material.
No one. They better not be.
Oh,
well, I
shit,
almost
sorry.
fell. Holy this park is crazy.
Yeah.
We're trail running right now.
We should go find somewhere with some more light.
Should we go back in there?
Sure, we can go back in there. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so
I don't remember the first joke I ever wrote. I really want to write about swimming, but it's almost like I have a mental block, which I probably should see a therapist about because of the whole not making the Olympics thing.
Oh, well, I think there you go. That could be your angle.
Oh.
Like
Is that funny, though?
Well, it's...
Working on it.
You got to make it.
It has legs. It has legs.
It totally has legs. When I was trying to... Well, like... Whenever I was trying to write about something that was like personal to me and I felt like I had a block, like what you were saying, I would always picture someone else saying it. And I'd like write for someone else.
Oh my God, that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
Why
and then
would I do that?
Then I would just do it. You know? Like I would picture someone specific. Like someone who's a comedian that I know who I think is really funny. And we have similar styles. And I'd write it like, oh, if he said this, he'd do it like that.
That's such a good idea. I'm totally going to do that.
It just changes the way your mind's
Next time you come see me live, you're going to see all this material and be like, that's totally in Marcus's voice.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. You're like, so yeah, I swim and I juggle. You're like, wait, what?
Wait, hold on. My wife is 5'4".
Oh, shit. That's crazy. All right. So yeah, I mean, because it is hard to write about those subjects, and a lot of times I think people don't want to write about it because it's just so near and dear to them.
It's hard,
right? And it is hard. You want to do it right. You don't want to do it wrong.
And that was also another thing, is that I didn't put a ton of pressure on myself the first few years to write about it because I needed to learn how to write. Period.
Oh sure, yeah.
You know.
In fact, the first few jokes I wrote about being a juggler, they're not good, and I still say them, but like I should go back and like redo it.
Totally, because you're better, like you.
Yeah, my jokes. Perfect. I think my writing has gotten a lot stronger since then. I would like to think so.
I'm sure.
And so
I don't know you I don't know what you were doing back then. Maybe it was the same, but you're high quality now. So, what are you gonna do?
Yes, nailed it. Mm-hmm. All right, you want to get out of this park?
Sure.
This is a nice park though, and there's this thing behind us. What is that? That tower? Do you know?
This is I think it's a tomb.
Oh.
I'm almost.
Oh, of course, Fort Greene. It's like
there's like a lot of dead bodies underneath us right now. I'm 100% serious. I think we're on top of what do they call it? A crypt? So there's like a battle.
What? The Battle of Fort Greene?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know. There's like, if you go that way, there's like a door, and then I think there's like bodies. So it's pretty cool. It's a great park. Lots of nice dogs here.
Yeah. Haunted ass park. Let's get out of here. It's getting dark. That's, I believe 100% everything you're saying.
I mean, like, fact check it, but I'm pretty sure.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
No.
No. I believe in aliens.
Okay.
Like, for sure.
For sure.
Ghosts, no.
What do you think happened at Miami Mall?
I think it was aliens. I don't know, maybe not, but I kind of like to think it was aliens. Or it was something like really scary, like a terrorist attack that they won't tell us about. Which I'd weirdly be more concerned about.
I did a pretty good deep dive.
Did you?
On it. Well, I did Reddit, and I went down like some rabbit holes.
Yeah.
And there was like a group that I think, you can fact check this because I don't know if what I'm saying is accurate. But there was a group called like the Above and Below or something, and they're like a hacking group. And they like brought these like portal machines and they hacked into like some dimension. And then all these three characters started coming out, but they were glitching or something. And then no one could film them because people's phones weren't working.
Okay, perfect.
Does that sound about right? I don't know. What did you hear?
I mean, that makes sense because every single time we see a video of an alien, it's like, and it was shot in 1984.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all.
It's impossible to tell.
So you're a comedian who's also engaged, congratulations.
Thank you, I know.
To another comedian.
I know, what am I doing?
Matthew Broussard.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy, very nice guy, a little bit of a math nerd, but we like that.
I know.
Now how did you guys get together? Because it seems like you're two different worlds.
Well, actually, Matthew used to swim in high school, and then Yeah, so we weirdly got connected through swimming.
Oh, wow.
He swam in high school, and then he went to Rice University, which is in Houston. It's a really, really good school. He was on the masters team and managed the women's swim team there. So he was involved. I know, right? He was involved in swimming there, and I was at UT in Austin.
Okay.
And so he like knew about me.
Oh.
From that.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And so we. Sorry.
That's okay.
So we were like kind of in the same friend group-ish, like it was like friends of friends, like had people in common.
Yeah.
And I had heard he was doing comedy, and I was like a really big comedy fan.
Sure.
So we started like following each other online, and we actually met up because he saw me on Hinge. I like wasn't really using Hinge at that point.
Wow.
And
was this when you guys were both still in Texas?
No,
or
he was in LA.
He
was in LA at this point already. So I was still in Texas though. So he saw me on Hinge, swiped right.
Oh,
yeah.
You naughty boy.
And I did not swipe back because I was not actively on Hinge at this stage. I was just kind of had the app.
They should maybe say the last time you logged in.
It would be useful, right?
Yeah.
So, but he did, this was such a power move, is he screenshotted it and sent it to me.
As a text?
As an Instagram message, because we both followed each other. I was like, oh my God, you're in LA. And
that's funny.
This is where it gets crazy. When you send an image in Instagram, or at least it used to crop it. So it cropped everything from this, but just the picture of me. So it looked like he sent me a picture of myself.
That's funny.
With no context and the fact that he knew where I was.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And I had no issue with that whatsoever. I was immediately down. I was just
That's awesome.
I was like, oh yeah. And we started talking, and then it just kind of.
So
did
you live in LA together with him?
No.
Okay.
We dated long distance for a year, but he did comedy, so like it's a little easier in that sense because he was able to come and stay with me for like a week at a time.
Okay.
We didn't have to deal with like 2 9-to-5s.
He'd come to Texas.
Yes.
Got it.
So we were able. It wasn't like it was a little easier than like a traditional long distance relationship.
Right,
It's still a long distance relationship.
Yeah, I did long distance too, and it's not fun.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend.
3 years I did it.
3 years?
Yeah. Well, Gina had a job in Wisconsin and a house and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I would fly in and see her a lot, surprise her.
But
yeah, because I had to fly in, rent a car, drive 3 hours. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. She's like, why aren't you answering my text? And you're like, bitch, I'm driving to you.
Turn off my location so she doesn't wreck the surprise.
Yeah. But then after we dated for a year long distance, we moved in together in New York. We both moved, which is a bold move.
When you're the first apartment you had in New York was with Matthew.
Yes.
And you guys moved together. So his first apartment too.
Yes.
That is hard because it's not easy. And where was your apartment?
New York is not an easy city.
No.
And it was in Hell's Kitchen, not an easy neighborhood.
Very gay.
Very gay.
I like that. I like the area though.
It was a while ago, so it was still pretty gay then.
Yeah, it's been. I think like Hell's Kitchen and Chelsea are like.
Oh yeah.
The gay spots, but it's like fun. It cool.
Fun. We immediately got evicted.
Oh really? Why?
Yeah. We were subletting with my friend's coworker, who it was his name on the lease, and we were doing like an initial. Our initial place was going to be just for a few months, so while we kind of figured out what neighborhood would work best.
Got it.
He did not clear that with the actual landlord, and they were like, "Holy shit, who are these people?"
Yeah.
And he got for real evicted. We had to leave immediately, but like, there's no record of it or anything. So if I'm trying to rent your apartment,
let Laura rent.
I wasn't evicted. This is all a bit, all a joke. I adore living here.
Yeah,
I don't think I could live anywhere else, to be honest. At least in New York. Actually, anywhere in the world.
Yeah, I don't think I could. So we did buy like a little condo in Wisconsin because we both have family there.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of cute.
That's cute.
But I don't ever want to like live there.
Totally.
Nothing against Wisconsin, but just for what we do, it's hard to.
We bought a condo in Austin.
Oh.
And same.
Nice.
I love it. It's great to go down.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna go.
Did you buy
back.
it during the pandemic?
We bought it last year.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. What do you consider that? Pandemic? It's kind of post?
It's kind of post. I think I don't know if we got like a good pandemic deal, but we bought it in like 2021.
Okay.
So not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, we have like a little studio. Like it's smaller than our New York apartment.
Oh, yeah. Same.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But it's good. We, we're actually going down in 2 weeks, and there's a lot of comedy down there. So
There's a ton of comedy. But are you gonna go to like do all of like the clubs?
We'll see. I'm not in at like the mothership or anything like that.
Same.
So we'll just see what I can.
Is Matthew in?
Yeah, he does some spots there.
Oh, that's nice.
But we're only going like Sunday through Thursday, so it's not like prime nights, you know.
Oh yeah,
so we'll string together whatever.
That's really cool.
We're also like, it's fine, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you're going from one comedy town to another. It's not like you have to do spots every night.
Lose my mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm so impressed with the swimming stuff, and then just like going from that, like
it's been
right
fun.
into comedy is.
Whew. I think that what's fun about comedy is that it's very different than swimming and literally like exact opposite hours that you're involved.
Oh, right.
But also at the same time, there are a lot of weird similarities.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You have to like kind of do it almost as much as possible, like every day, ideally.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go this way.
Maybe let's do one more. I think
Okay.
this next one's a little bit more lit.
Okay.
And then, and then it's been really, it's been fun. But at least, but I was talking about this earlier, how in swimming there's only 2 people who get to go to the Olympics. In comedy, it's like, there's not like one guy,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And if your best friend is succeeding, that's good for you also.
Yeah, I
It's a
agree.
win-win. It's very
I
collaborative.
agree. Yeah, I totally agree
Whoa,
with that.
look at this.
What are we looking at?
Prepping for Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm turning the camera.
Yeah, check it
Look
out.
at these fellas with their flowers.
nice.
Look at this little booth they got.
This is nice.
Are you doing anything for Valentine's Day?
We're doing shows.
Oh, yeah?
So, no.
Well, you're working. That's
Working.
nice.
Yeah, of course. But we'll probably do a
Are
nice...
you doing shows together or are you separate?
We are, but Matthew has canceled on those to do other shows.
Oh, fun.
So, yay! Which is fine. But we'll probably do like a nice dinner when we go to Austin or something.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. What about you? Are you doing anything for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I'm going. My friend's having a birthday party, so I'm just going to.
Bold of them to be born on Valentine's Day.
I know.
It's pretty choice.
It's at the Beauty Bar.
Oh, fun.
And so it's
like that
just
place.
like it'll be fun.
Sometimes they do shows there.
They do. I haven't done one, but I've been to one there.
Yeah.
But it's like a 70s, 80s themed
Yeah, they have a
party.
They do. They have a nail polish. A manicurist.
There you go.
At the front.
We
they have a
found
nail
it.
polish lady. A lady with nail polish.
We got it.
Yeah.
We got there
That's
eventually.
definitely not allowed for sure. Like I can't imagine that the New York authorities would appreciate the manicurist being in a bar, but
I don't know.
shoot.
Is that bad?
yeah,
Why is that
you
bad?
need to have a lot of licenses and stuff.
Oh, you do? Excuse
Yeah.
us. Thank you. That's incredible.
I had a lot of fun.
We got your walk-in. We chatted about comedy, swimming, conspiracy theories. Laura, where can people find you?
I have a podcast. It's called Risque Business News, where we talk about bullshit that's happening in not just the business world, but just wherever money's involved.
Ooh.
It's really fun. So check that out. And then you can follow me on all the platforms at Laura Sogar. Just my name.
Yeah, we did it. Talkie Walkie.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and or watch another one. Watch another video. Could be fun. I don't know. Could be cool. You're already this far. You're